Welcome to another episode of Corneroffmainstream, where you get your 5 non-mainstream movie reviews. We got 5 good ones for you this week. Before we get started, just want to let you all know I have a podcast where I do movie reviews of new movies that can be found at BigThun.com. Also, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram, BigThun. You can read that, BigThun.com. Twitter and Instagram, BigThun. Please follow along, check it out. Alright, let's get started. Alright, first one, it was a good comedy. It was a comedy drama. It's called Safety Not Guaranteed. It came out in 2012. If I can tell you what it is in this movie, a guy puts an ad in the paper that says, "Wanted, somebody to go back in time with me. You'll get paid after we get back. Must bring your own weapons. Safety not guaranteed. I've only done this once before." Very intriguing. Makes me wonder. I'd like to go. Well, there's 3 journalists who decide to figure out who put that ad in the paper, and they go along. They find out who it is. Then one of them goes in, figuring they will be the volunteer. And you kind of watch this movie progress as, believing in something that's not really mainstream believable. You kind of find out where this gets you in the movie. It's a really great movie. Watch it, rent it, see it, buy it. Like I said, it's called Safety Not Guaranteed. Check it out. It's a good movie. You'll enjoy it. And you'll wish you had a chance to go back in time. Next one is called Bernie, 2011 comedy drama. This one starred Jack Black. He lives in a small town. He's an assistant mortuary guy. Everyone in town loves him. He has a big heart, helps out everyone. So of course the townspeople, it's no surprise that he's helping out the rich widower who's a little bit nasty. And gets to a point where she's now dependent on him. He's helping her with her bills and going on trips and taking care of things for her. But she gets to a point where her demands get more increasingly harder for Bernie. But after a couple months go by and nobody really sees the old lady, they're kind of shocked to find out that A, she's been dead, and B, Bernie is now being accused of murder. It's actually a good little funny movie. Check it out. Jack Black stars in it again. Like I said, it's called Bernie. All right, watch it, rent it, see it, buy it. You'll dig it. Check it out. Next one is a comedy drama. It's called Take This Waltz. It came out in 2011. Michelle Williams is in it, and she's married to Seth Rogen, which is kind of surprising to see him in an indie movie like this. And what it is she meets this guy Daniel, and they have a media attraction, and it turns out the guy moves in the house across the street. So there's a kind of this intensity between the 2 characters, because she's married to Seth Rogen, and they try to resist it, and it just makes it a little more. But it's a good movie, and it kind of stems on showing us what a long-term relationship, the kind of effects it has on your relationship, love, sex, things like that. But it's a really great movie. Watch it, rent it, see it, buy it. Again, it's called Take This Waltz. Check it out. The next one is a romantic comedy. It's called Perfect Sense. It's a story about two people. One of them is a chef, and the other one is a epidemiologist. Alright, so what happens is they're kind of getting together when this epidemic's breaking out, and what it does is it deprives you of your senses. First you start crying to the point where your tears dry up and they're done. Then you lose your sense of smell, taste, and then sight. And although like the epidemic itself doesn't really play a major part in the movie, it's more of the backdrop situation. You end up seeing how these people are dealing with the situation. Whereas, like, say the one character's a chef, since people lose their sense of taste and everything, he's cooking for them, and it kind of goes on. And it's a really good movie. You gotta check it out. It's called Perfect Senses. It's a romantic drama. It came out in 2011. Watch it, rent it, see it, buy it. You'll dig it. Check it out. The last one is called A Better Place. It was a drama. It came out in 1997. Young guy, his father dies, and he moves in with his mother, and he's an outcast at school, and he ends up befriending another young man who's kind of an outcast and a little angry at the world, and they build a solid friendship. And then the Barrett, who's the new kid, things start to change, and all of a sudden now people are starting to like him. He starts becoming friends with those who scorned him at first, and his current buddy isn't happy about that. And the wheels start turning. He becomes more angry and more violent, and you watch how that progresses through the movie. It's a pretty intense film. It's a good one. Again, it's called A Better Place, 1997. Watch it, rent it, see it, buy it, check it out. You'll dig it. Also, I actually got an opportunity to screen a film short this weekend. It's called Town Red. It's a zombie movie. I gotta tell you, it definitely was a much better zombie movie than I've seen, where they have a tendency of, rather than you just seeing the zombies come up and somebody killing them, no, you're actually, they give you a piece of that, who the person was, which allows you to, associate with the characters and have more feeling. And they're humanized rather than, at that point, rather than, just thinking of them as these shelled bodies. It was a great movie. The intensity of the actors, goes two ways. You have the intensity of the anger behind having, your family taken away from you, but then all of a sudden, you have that smart, logical thinking that goes behind it. And it was so intense for a 20-minute short. It was called Town Red. I really enjoyed it. Hopefully, it comes out soon. You get to see it. But thank you very much for checking out Corneroffmainstream this week. Again, Twitter, Instagram, B_GTHUN. And you can go to BigThun.com and check out my podcast. Check it. You'll enjoy it. It's funny. We review movie probably for about 10 minutes. We do a movie review, and then from there, the conversation just goes off on its own. Check it out. Thanks for watching. Watch it, rent it, see it, buy it. See you next week.